Hey guys, welcome back to Ollie Talks Airsoft. Today, we're actually talking about a gun that I hate. This is like the second gas blowback rifle that I ever got, and it was nothing but problems from day one. And like once a year, I will dig it out of a box and try and repair it. And I think I might have done it. We are today talking very briefly about the PTS Mega Arms. So this is basically a KWA LM4, and it was made under license of Mega Arms by PTS, and I got it because it's got some kind of cool markings. You can see it was well used. You know, when it was working, I used it a lot. But the big problem with this gun is the hop up. It is rubbish. It's so bad. Not only that, but everything that I've ever bought for this has pretty much been like really subpar and low grade. The inner barrel from this actually got damaged, so the bolt managed to like make contact with the inner barrel and actually bent it slightly. After getting a brand new 601, I think like 3 or 4 years ago, because I figured that was going to solve the problem, it wasn't until yesterday that I actually cared to basically roll it across a flat surface to find out that it's not flat, it's not straight, and nor's the one that came in it. So I've got two bent, only very slightly, but bent inner barrels in here. Actually, the new hop-up teeth and stuff that I bought, they don't fit at all. It doesn't work. So the biggest problem that I've had with this is it will chamber BBs, but it won't actually fire them. So you can't actually get anything to come out of this end. Bit of an issue for an airsoft gun, but yeah, let's. I bought a new hop-up rubber. I bought a new arm. I fitted it all. I think I've done it all correctly. That's why I'm not going to kind of like go into this in big detail. This is just to basically, if put on camera, like, can I actually get it shooting? I've got some BBs loaded up into one of my PMags here, and I will say, I mean, yeah, I'll do a proper like review on this if I can get it shooting. If it's not going to shoot today, then it's going back in the box for another year. Oh, that sounds so good though, right? It is a really nice gun to dry fire, but you know, if you can't shoot BBs, then it's useless. So let's see if this shoots. Boom! Definitely chambered around there. Is anything going to come out of it? Okay, let's find out. And that is a big fat no. I'll try one more. Nope. So now again, it's just going to be stacking BBs in the hop-up unit and causing damage. So yeah, that was a BB just rolling out there. This is such a problem child. It really is. Of all the gas blowback rifles that I've had, I've never had so much trouble and so many problems. Even purchasing brand new hop-up units, brand new inner barrels, it still has problems. I don't know. I feel almost committed to like try and at least try and get it. Same every year. Same every year. Maybe there's going to be more on this gun. Maybe not. So I'm not one to give up that easily, and I have actually got it working, but still not very well. So as I thought, I had actually done everything in the hop correctly. It's just not very good. It's just a bad design. The The next problem that I had was actually to do with the nozzle inside the bolt, and I kind of realised when I shot the first part of this and I watched it back, and it was that BB falling out of the end of the barrel, because there are only 2 BBs in there, and usually it had been just stacking up, you know, and it would keep on chambering BBs, but it wasn't actually firing, or nothing was coming out of the barrel. So that's obviously like a huge problem, but with this it was like obviously that was less of a problem. So I turned my attention to the nozzle, and yeah, I think the NPAS that's in this, I think, had basically wound itself down. And I remember now from like years ago, this was one of the other problems that I had with this gun, that the NPAS, just, even though I'd put some like blue Loctite on it, I think it just wouldn't stick. Like it just kept on walking back. And this is one of the reasons this is one of the things that kind of put me off NPAS. Just bad experience with this particular gun. My original nozzle has actually got a broken nozzle spring, and I've gone in to replace it, but it's just more and more effort that is required in order to just get something to work, where it should just be good. For the amount of money that this kind of rifle costs, yeah, it should be better. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try and get a result through the Chrono. So I was doing a bit of shooting earlier, and it gassed out on me, and then since then I've just been having issues with it. So I hadn't chronoed it at that point. So one of the biggest tells of like what is happening with your gun is like run it through a chrono. If I know that if this is shooting like 100 FPS, well, I know that that's, you know, all to do with the nozzle. Also, a little tip for those people that have mags that are like this, like the KWA ones with the slightly proud lips. If you ever find it like difficult to load them, you just got to put your fingers either side like this, and then you can just load straight down and just pump rounds in. Makes it really simple. So what I'm going to do is get my Chrono, open it up, get it all set up here. I should have done this before, but kind of just never expect this gun to work. It's just rubbish. Right, so some ammo, or live ammo. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to be able to get a tune out of this, but it's sometimes basically not wanting to go into battery. So let's see if it will. That is a hard yes. So let's just make sure that it has actually chambered around, and it has. Okay, so we're likely to get a reading out of this. I have no idea what it's going to be. So let's find. God, this is a long gun. I forget how long this thing is. That came in at a full 20 FPS. Yeah, okay, let's see. Did it chamber another round? It did indeed. Okay, let's see what we get this time. It's gone down. 15 FPS. Again, the bolt is in battery. Okay, and 19.9. Okay. Let me go get my NPAS tool. So I've used the weird NPAS adjustment tool, gone in, done all that. So let's put the glasses back on and see if we can get more than 20 FPS out of this gun. Okay, yeah, there's a round in there. Right. No reading at all, so that implies that it's yep, and that's a BB that's just fallen out. Okay, let me just try do that again. Okay, So again, no reading at all. Right, I think we've got one in the chamber, more than likely. Yeah, we do. Right, be careful. Okay, actually no, I don't know. Luckily the NWS is a lot stronger than this rickety gun here. So, right, let's go in and let's turn the NPAS all the other way. So, the whole point of this weird design is so that you can do it while it's still inside the bolt. But I want to look down inside and make sure it's doing something. And the bit is indeed spinning as it is supposed to. So I can feel it kind of grinding a bit. Okay, and now it's all the way at the other end. So yeah, it's quite a nice steel bolt, although it's always had some like deformities on it, which is like in the finish, which is always like irked me a little bit. But never mind, that's not really what we're talking about. Come on, get together. Right, okay. Let's try this again. So we do have one in the chamber. Okay. You probably heard that ricochet around the room. That's a lot better. Okay, so it's a 0.2 gram BB, and it just got 297 FPS. That's probably the best that this gun has done. I'm almost tempted just to stop there, but we won't. The one thing that you cannot do with this gun, like not saying every version of this gun, but certainly my particular one, like full auto, no way, like no chance. It's just chopping BBs, gassing out, like it just absolutely, it can't do it. And that comes in at 404 FPS. So only just over 100 FPS variation there. Great. 365, I can hear the gas dying, so let me just refill. Gassed up again. Right. Okay, and that comes in at 506 FPS. So yeah, like just these inconsistent like this thing is all out, like not gameable. Like I can never take this out and actually use it in game. It's like it's ridiculous. I guess now I'm gonna have to do a review on it. Let's just put it up against an NWS and all probably be quite happy that we're running NWSs, and this will just confirm that we've made the right choice here. Yeah, what is this gun doing? Right guys, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Take care.